Welcome once again, listeners, and this is Fate's Rest. Last time, our heroes began the chase. Would anyone like to go over what happened?
All the things happened.
Well, Yulby opened the door and got a pet, and Callie learned how to activate hot rod mode on the ship, and Sig mostly yelled at people.
Sig is falling back into his old days of being a commander.
And then we learned that we had to play tag, and we caught up to the Pegasus winged horse spirit.
Rainbow horse.
We also learned that spirits don't poop.
Yes. Not everyone can.
Mm-mm. You hear that, kids? So if someone tells you that everyone poops, it's not true.
I'd like to clarify for the parents out there, let their kids listen to this. First of all, shame on you. Second of all, this is a fantasy setting, and in real life, practically everything poops. So,
We're okay. Now hold up. We're not that bad to say shame on you, but we will strongly suggest that you might want to also be listening as a parent to say that.
Yeah,
it's
maybe
okay.
keep it at like PG-13 at the minimum. Especially the one episode. You know which one I'm talking
oh
about.
man,
I don't have to elaborate.
oh boy.
Yeah, the one where we learned to never go right.
Anyway.
All right, and we will pick up just where we left off, as you have gained ground on this massive Pegasus. And he has yet to notice that you have caught up to it.
Mm-hmm.
And it is, if you had a harpoon gun or a grappling hook or something, you could probably catch it.
How
at this
far
point.
away is it exactly?
But this ship does not have any of those. I'm going to say it's about 90 feet in front of the ship. It's huge. Big old dragon-like Pegasus.
I'm gonna go ahead and try plan A.
Plan A. What does that entail?
Yeah, I'm gonna try plan A, and then if that fails, we can try Yulby's treats thing and see if that works. Cool. I'm going to open my wings. And I'm gonna wait until we get just a little bit closer. Like, I'm gonna move to the front of the ship so I can be close. And then wait till we get just a little bit closer. I need it to be within 60 feet. And I'm gonna cast a spell. Telekinesis. It's a 5th level spell. And I need it to make a strength check, please.
Can I add to this spell malarkey to hopefully encourage the spell of Callie to be more effective?
You can do that.
So I would like to upcast to the 5th level confusion.
Oh, jeez.
Confusion. Okay, well, what does that roll require?
That is a wisdom saving throw of 15.
What was the roll that needed to be done for the telekinesis?
Strength.
I can tell you right now, I don't think either of these rolls pass either of those, as the highest number total with its modifiers is an 11.
Oh, beautiful. Well, it was a contested roll for me, but I got a nat 20 on mine, so, you know, it's convenient to have a nat 20 now, but could have used it earlier. It's fine. Cool. So, telekinesis. When you're targeting a creature, You can try to move a huge or smaller creature, and you said it's adult dragon size, so it's huge. Make an ability check with your spellcasting ability, which I rolled nat 20, which is definitely higher than an 11. Contested by the creature's strength check. Says if you win the contest, you can move the creature up to 30 feet in any direction, including upward, but not beyond the range of this spell. Since I'm right at the edge of the range of this spell, I'm just going to hold it still because our ship is about to catch up to it.
And my spell.
Until the end of your next turn, the creature is restrained. On subsequent rounds, I can use my action to attempt to maintain my telekinetic grip, but we have to repeat the contest. So they can repeat the contest every round.
So, my spell assaults twists the creature's mind, spawning delusions and provoking uncontrolled action. Each creature in a 10-foot radius sphere at 90 feet range. I just cast it at the front of this thing. They need to take a wisdom saving throw. When affected, every turn, because it's concentration, is a D10 roll to see what they do in their confusion for their actions.
Alright. Do you want me to roll a D10 or do you want to roll a D10?
I can roll a D10, I guess.
Because I will leave that one up to you.
Spirit Force heard itself.
Well, I thought about using my other spell, which probably would have been smarter, but we're going to use this one instead. So I have a D10 out, so...
To know how this works. Is it trying to make him run away? He
Well,
can't.
I'd like to do a cool thing afterwards.
Alright.
Well, I'm just waiting for all the spells to
Well,
spell.
so my roll is an 8, so it would use its action to make a melee attack against a randomly determined creature within its reach. If no creature is within its reach, it does nothing on its turn.
In any direction or just within its sight range?
It says within its attack reach.
Okay. The ship is close enough to be attacked. So that's
It's not a creature.
Oh, it's not a creature, is it? But it doesn't. It can't do anything.
Cool. Well, I do get until the end of my next round before they can contest this thing again. So, I'm hoping that the ship, since it was moving so fast, has moved up that 60 feet by the end of the next round.
We will see how that works after Yulby does her thing.
Sorry.
Well, that's also a fun thing on my spell. It removes its ability
I
to
didn't mean
use
to skip in
reactions.
front of you. You'll be sorry. Got excited.
Yeah, no, I get it. Mine's either going to be a reaction or something of the sort. I need to make sure, how does a long jump work? Yeah, like actual, I'm a run at least 10 feet and jump.
So, the thing with this is the ship is moving faster
Then I
currently than
Yes.
the horse.
Okay, then I will ignore that. And I would like to, upon reaction, when the horse is, I guess like the back flank of the horse, yeah, is within 30 feet of the edge of the ship where Yulby will be standing, I would like to Misty Step on its back, please and thank you.
Oh, I forgot you could do that. And yeah, the ship begins to creep its way closer and pulls itself into that range, and it's between 30 and 20 or 30 and 15 feet now away from this thing.
Wonderful. Because what I wanted to do when the ship got closer was also jump ship. Which is why I opened my wings first. So I'm gonna be joining shortly after Yolby does.
You're gonna jump off of a ship, going faster than a dragon with your wings open.
You're gonna get caught.
Are you sure you want to do that? I'm telling you this right now. I don't care if you do. I'm just asking. Are you sure? You hear
Okay,
the gears turning.
good point. I feel like it's kind of like jumping out of a moving car.
More like a moving train. And then you just kind of be like, whee, go back.
Or opening a parachute in a wind tunnel.
Yeah, that's a good point. I won't jump off the ship. I'll let Yolby have this one. It's fine. In that case,
I mean, if that's something Callie would do, go right ahead. I'm not going to stop
no,
you.
you have a good point, because I kind of didn't consider the relative speed here. Anyway, gonna instead use that wind to my advantage a little bit and allow myself to to return to the helm very quickly. And then get the ship to slow and turn, so it's like essentially cutting right in front of where the horse is, if I can.
You're going to try to cut it off.
Yes. Well, it's currently still stuck, but I don't want to get so far away from it that I can no longer maintain the spell.
And you'll be Misty Steps onto the horse. This thing is a lot bigger than you thought it was when you jumped over here.
Yep. My plan is, I guess, run up the back and be like, all right, time to grab the hair so I can figure out how to ride a giant ass horse.
I can tell you now, it is about to contest that telekinesis.
Is that a reaction?
No, it is its turn.
Well, it needs to, on its turn for an action, roll the d10 for the confusion.
Yep. Confusion. Yay, it's a 2.
It's a 2, so doesn't move, doesn't take actions on this turn.
God damn it. Well, you can't contest that this turn. So you have another turn there.
According, I feel. Well, actually, no, just kidding. According to the text of the spell, the contest would happen on my turn, not theirs. Because I have to contest it. I have to use my action to contest it to maintain it for another round.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense. He can't move. He's not doing anything. He's kind of floating in the air, motionless.
And at the end of its turns, it contests my confusion.
Contest your
Beginning, it's a roll for the confusion table. At the end, it contests.
What do I gotta do to get out of the confusion?
15 wisdom saving throw.
It's 17.
Okay. I bought one turn.
One
Try
turn.
to get a tag going on.
Alright, he has ended his turn. There's nothing he can do. So it is up to the three of you to make your actions.
Cool. My action's gonna be that contest.
That contest. Okay. Strength contest. Ooh. That's an 11.
Oh, it has a favorite number too.
Again.
Mine is. Math is hard sometimes. 23.
It's still
To be
telekinetic.
perfectly transparent, it is not quite a strength contest. It is my spellcasting ability contested by their strength. So that's why I can roll a lot higher here, because Kelly's not strong.
But she is magic.
Mm-hmm.
Literally pure magic. Because that's what dragons are.
Strong magic.
Alright, so what are Sig and you'll be doing?
Well, like I said, she's gonna run up their back and I guess try to sit at the base of their neck and hold the hair. But like, I'm pretty sure I won this game of tag.
Let's see. Broke that spell. So I think Sig is going to. I think he's going to ready another spell. So if this thing moves, I'm going to ready a spell for it to go off for me to send at it if it moves.
And oh boy, fun things are about to happen. So it is its turn. Now remember, this is a big old elemental spirit.
Mm-hmm.
He has abilities, specifically because he is the luck spirit, which are not about the like.
But we won.
And do
But
it.
we won.
Yes, you did. And you're gonna hear, now all of you hear this, but he's talking to Yulby, because Yulby is on his back. And he says, "Haha, good job, youngling. Good job, youngling. But are you ready to go on a ride? Because not many can hold on tight enough."
Let's try.
And this pulse of like rainbow colored light emanates from him. And Callie, you feel that spell break.
Sounds about right.
It like forcefully broke.
I feel like, considering what the spirit said, she's just gonna. I'll let that. Like I know that it was forcibly broken, but she's like, okay, this is the next phase of the test. I'm gonna. It's fine.
And he flaps his wings once, and then twice, and then as fast as this ship is going, you can no longer see this horse. And you'll be
Bye.
make a dexterity save with disadvantage. Because there is no way to hold on but this thing's hair.
Okay.
I don't think my spell's gonna connect if it moves that fast.
That's an 8. I have a
An
question.
8. Yes.
Now that I see my roll. Is it possible that I can use my lucky coin?
That's what it's for.
Okay. So just a normal roll? Okay.
It's a normal roll.
I wanted to use my other roll, but how about a 21?
21. I'm gonna say this. You almost come off this thing's back. It takes off. You're not around its neck no more. You grabbed a hold of its tail. You're hanging on to its tail here. As this thing is just flying at a speed you have never been at. You would never even dreamed of going in your entire life.
Uh-huh.
You can't hear nothing. You can't keep your eyes open. The wind is blowing past you so fast. It's everything you can to stay holding on to this thing's tail.
I'm pretty sure I lost that pangolin baby.
Hold on, let me roll.
Unless they snug. Okay.
No, you're fine.
They
Okay.
just slipped inside your armor.
Probably.
If you can roll into a ball, it's
So-
fine.
So, my spell range that I was holding has a range of 120 feet if it's able to
If
catch this thing as it bolts.
you get it off just as it goes to bolt, I will say yes.
I mean, that was his intention
Yes.
as soon as it would move.
You-
As soon as the
you
wings
had
would have
it.
flapped, you would have catched this thing.
You had it. You had the ability to do this, yes.
So it doesn't make a wisdom saving throw again.
Okay. That's a 9.
so it failed the wisdom saving throw. That was hypnotic pattern.
Oh god, what does that one do?
That's the one that a 30-foot cube. Okay, hold on. So it's a 30-foot cube. That's 120 feet, so I can cast it far enough in front of its face, just basically right in front of out in front of its face. Whatever sees this, it's a bunch of lights weaving through the air. And on a failed save, they become charmed for the duration. While charmed, they're incapacitated and have a movement speed of 0.
Alright, well, this thing cannot be incapacitated. It can be held, but not incapacitated. So that is the thing.
I just love the idea of this big flap to like go really fast. It like just kind of drops and goes slow, and then gets out of the range and takes off.
And it's when it takes off, it's like you'll notice that it's like kind of like a drunk person driving on the road. They're like swerving back and forth at first, and then they slowly correct themselves when they realize what they're doing. That's what happens.
I would agree with you. If it moved that quickly, it would probably be able to get out of the range just from that movement. So,
but you'll be successfully held on. And what is Callie doing?
I think I'm gonna have the ship start following, just so we can pick Yulby up whatever she's done.
Or catch me, I'm not sure.
little
Yeah,
column A, little
yeah.
column B.
I would like to say that I'm keeping my eyes on the airspace below us, in case we come across a fallen Yulby. I can do something about that.
I think after a few minutes of bolting, this horse begins to slow down and realizes that Yulby is still attached to its tail.
Oh good, I had some plans if I had to do anything else.
And he says, you hear in your head, "Are you okay back there? I didn't lose you, did I?"
No, I'm like a bug stuck in a spider web. There's a lot of hair. How does I only hear wind.
You hear the laughing in your head. "Let us return to your ship. I think I have had enough fun picking on you all."
Okay, that sounds good.
As he turns around and starts heading back to the ship, he begins to shrink in size, and you're able to climb back onto his back.
Oh good. I'm gonna try.
He's moving slow enough now. You
I
can.
imagine it's like, you know, when you do your like sprawled out, face down. Like that's how she's going. It's like not even properly riding. Like, oh boy, that was a lot. When they get back, Yulby's hair is going to be the most frizzy. It's everywhere. Little pangolin baby. I bet all their little spikes will be poofed out when we get in.
He just rolls out of your armor and lays flat on the deck. The thing that squirrels do when
Yeah.
they fall out of the tree. It's just, nope, I'm not moving.
I brought a friend.
Oh, wonderful.
That is the most fun I have had in centuries. Only one other person's ever been able to hold on before.
Who was that?
The original owner of this ship.
Is that why the ship can go so fast?
I am the one who gave her the idea, yes.
I'm going to just hand out the treats to everybody that we made for the horse, as well as give it to the horse friend.
horse is happily eating the carrots. Its wings fold in and come to its back. So, you have played my game and held on tight. What is it I can do for the new crew of the Rainbow?
We, seek to make a pact with you. Yes.
A pact? I'm assuming this is because of the volatile magic that has been happening in the world.
Yes, I ate the egg.
That he has that like you get the feeling has that like real smut, that real okay then look on his face, but he's a horse, so you can't like that's a thing that happened. Well, that's an interesting development, but do not think people understand the pacts all that much. Perhaps the person who sent you, I'm assuming it is a very slightly knowledgeable dragonborn man.
That's one of the most apt descriptions I've heard of him.
So I am the only spirit that does not require a pact. All you need is my favor.
Do we have it?
And he shakes his wings a little bit, and a rainbow-colored feather drops to the ground. You do now.
Well, that was a merry jaunt.
A lot of fun, though. I'm gonna pick up the feather.
And all you have to do is hold this feather and say my name, and I shall be there with whatever you need. My name is Espiri.
It's lovely to meet you, Espiri. Thank you.
You can call me Yobi.
The godling is Yulby, yes. There is, he sniffs Callie. Dragon, and then he sniffs Doug.
I'll give you a
Two-person,
guess.
celestial, and maybe some sort of mud dweller.
Well, I mean, I found him in a cave. Well, I guess he found me in a cave. It's a long story.
My name is Ihilieth, but you can call me Callie.
Ah. Majestic purple dragon.
Well, yes. Not currently so, but I will be again soon.
Once a dragon, always a dragon. All in the mind's eye.
I don't know. You could put your mind to it. You could be a majestic dragon again.
That is what I've been told, but I have been
Maybe not in,
trying.
yeah, maybe not in body necessarily, but definitely in
I
spirit.
certainly don't think I've lost the draconic spirit.
So, with a draconic spirit, in all the stories, they hold stuff. Like, that's their stuff. I don't think I've ever seen you collect things. Are you sure you have the draconic spirit? Or are the stories wrong?
Do you not have a hoard, young dragon?
She frowns, kind of scowls.
Jeez, guys, way to call me out.
I do, but it isn't here. It's attempting to supplement my hoard is part of what got me into this whole mess, so I've been attempting to keep it aside for now.
Well, there it is. Espiri says you need to have draconic spirit, and then you put your draconic spirit to the side. I solved it!
Getting distracted is how this whole mess started. Don't you think focus would be more beneficial?
We are focused. Look, we made a friend.
Well, if you insist, then I'll indulge at the next opportunity.
See? Just that easy.
It is always good to go back to basics every now and then and remember what makes you. But if you are all out of tasty treats and no longer require me, I shall return to the skies.
We'll call you soon once we figure out where to go after this.
Should you not return to the portly gatekeeper?
Callie said that the door was kind of somewhat broken.
He's currently missing.
Yeah, it came afoul of possibly came afoul of Leviathan and the older gods.
Perhaps it would be a good start to return to his tavern and maybe look there. Who knows? I'm just a spirit.
Well, any destination's better
Oh, we
than no
should use the key in the door I found.
Like, don't see why not.
Haha!
Thank you, Aspira. We'll be going now, but I'm certain we'll be seeing you soon enough.
He does a whinny, takes to the sky, and grows back to the huge, gargantuan size that he was before. Actually, a little bit bigger. And he kind of just lazily flies off into the distance.
What do we do about the ship?
I can change it back. And
It's just slow. It's slowly slowing down, but it's like hauling ass.
I can change it back, and perhaps Sig can speak to the crew about it. I don't know if we should trust them with it alone, but I guess Wilson is here.
Don't know if we want to leave Wilson alone
Should
with this
we-
whole crew, but
Take it to the ground and drop everyone off?
What if we just come back? We now have a flying ship.
that's true as long as we can figure out how to make the door come back here every time.
I was taught a trick about that.
Oh, well. Then we could definitely drop them off somewhere and take this off as our own.
Or they can just run it while we're not here.
It's probably not the best idea to leave self-confessed privateers and pirates in control of a ship.
Wilson overhears all this and kind of walks over. Or You could leave me in charge as an officer, and since I'm the only other one here that knows how to work the ship, I don't think they can take it from me.
Motions to Wilson.
There's a plan.
Because you don't mess with the ship's chef.
I suppose that's a fair enough point. Are you certain you'll be safe?
Oh, I'll be safe or I'll poison their food.
Ah,
And he says that loud enough so that they hear him.
Well, it's nice to know that that chefs on pirate ships are the same as chefs in a lot of barracks I've been in.
Callie gives Sig a concerned look.
Hey, you never mess with the people who cook the food. That's rule number 1 in any military outfit I've ever been around.
I feel like that's just rule number 1 anywhere when you want food.
I mean, probably does expand everywhere, but definitely situational. It's more, I guess. Maybe they have more importance in different situations. Because if you can go eat wherever you want to go eat, you know, the cook's not necessarily as important, but if they're the only cook within several miles, you kind of have to make sure they're happy with you. Or else you're not eating.
I suppose that's doubly true considering Wilson controls the food source too, gesturing to his bag.
Mm-hmm.
He pats
Yes.
it with a smile.
Still does a squinty look at Wilson.
What? Why are you looking at me like that?
You were trapped on an island forever, and you didn't have that.
What are you talking about? I brought it with me. It was on my back. No, I'm kidding. I found it in the kitchen. I have no idea where it came from. I just know I had looking for food in the pantry and it was there.
Okay. She'd still be giving the look. Be like, shrug it off, kind of grin. Be like, alright, should probably get to the door then.
Alright, so you do remember that she does have a way to confirm whether or not it's Jack.
Or she's not gonna do it.
Alright, we go down to that door.
As y'all going down the door, you hear Wilson up on the deck. Alright, you maggots, get back to work.
What have we done?
So yes, Sig is gonna fix the feather in his hat, and then, well, let's go see this door.
Oh, I'm gonna go show him. Oh, so I found the door that kind of looked like the weird door from the thing, and instead of all the magic circles and stuff, it's now all pictures. Here, check it out. And then when they get there, she'll present it. Be like, ta-da!
When the pangolin spot is lit up.
Is there a spot for the box that Callie has?
It's on the door.
Okay.
Awesome. So all of our goodies are
Gonna-
on the door.
Curiously take out my box and see if it does anything.
The spot lights up, and since it didn't change in appearance any at all, it looks exactly the way it does on the picture. Or it looks exactly the way it does as you hold it.
So this is removes moves.
You don't even have,
The
so
belt.
you don't have to do that. As you get closer, that little jack-o'-lantern thing lights up
It
and
updates.
changes to the belt buckle.
Well, at least it keeps an active log, so we know if possibly if anybody's lost their things, if it changes appearance. Although we had to be close to updated, so maybe not.
Alright. You go through this door. And before you, the only thing in this room, the rest of the room is bare, is this extremely fancy door. Think about the fanciest door you have ever seen in your life. Just dead center of the room, not connected to any walls.
That seems rather
It's
extravagant.
cool, isn't it? Like, and it goes both ways, and you'll be able to push it one way, stand on this side and push it the other way, and then start batting the door in between your hands both ways.
It just swings freely.
Well, then believe Callie, you said you know how to use the doors.
I'm gonna pull out her key and use it on the door to try to open it to the tavern. I remember what she was saying is she knows how to use the door out, but that's okay. But she's gonna do the same thing here, where she envisions the tavern
Yes.
and wants to go to the tavern and kind of wills herself there.
Well, yeah. And with your friend standing there, and you go to open this door, and it's really hard to push, almost as if something's blocking it. And you push it, and it opens. And you're in the tavern, and it's dark. And there are tables and chairs all over the place. Looks like there was a fight or something here, a battle. You see a man, the same man you saw before, just laying sprawled out on the countertop, just heavily sighing over and over and over again. Where is that old man? Get back here.
Are you okay?
Oh, I'm fine. There's no magic. My other form is completely gone as of right now. My boss is missing for God knows how long. And we've lost contact with several worlds. Their doors no longer
Do
work.
you have any idea where he might have gone?
Last thing I remember was him going off to have a conversation with Leviathan. He told me to hold down the fort. Gave me enough magic supply for 4 days.
She looks around at all the destruction. Just, well, I can see you've been doing a good job taking care of things.
Oh, magic maintains all the furniture.
But that doesn't mean you can't clean up a mess.
I'm gonna just put the table back where it's supposed to go, ish. Start putting the chairs in.
One of the legs falls off of it.
Huh?
It's one of the legs falls off of it.
Just kind of jimmy it with the leg sort of under it. It's fine.
Yep. Just kind of dust it off like, I didn't do that.
Oh, while you're here, I've got a full pantry. Can make you anything you want, so long as it doesn't require cooking. Because I don't have any fire right now. There's no coal in the damn place. Although I could use the chairs as kindling. No, I won't do that. Boss will get mad if he ever comes back.
I don't know that it would matter if magic spontaneously maintains them anyway. They would just come back, wouldn't they?
That sounds like a good test. Let's find out. He takes a chair and smashes it against the wall, picks up the pieces, walks into the
I'm
kitchen.
gonna whisper to the other two, be like, I don't know if I like that he can talk. He was a lot nicer before.
I think he's maybe at the end of his rope, so to speak. That's probably not a good analogy to make.
No.
He wasn't hanged when he died, right? Because that'd be rather insensitive.
Let's not ask.
It's for the best, probably.
You hear maniacal laughter in the kitchen. Burn, baby, burn!
The longer we're with him, the more concerned I become about him.
He walks out. His clothes are all cleaned up. Straightened up his shirt. Got a rag on his hands, wiping his hands. Alright, so what can I get y'all?
So, I have a question for you. Is there anything that you've really wanted to make for somebody that you haven't been able to say so?
You know, we have this very rare, very high-end specialty dinosaur meat that the boss never lets me cook. So, does anyone want T-Rex steaks?
What?
Why not? That sounds like a good one.
Hey
Never
DM,
had.
would we have any
Yes.
idea what that is?
Cool. Not a clue.
I'm gonna pause and just tell me what sort of creature it is first.
Alright, so it's an ancient giant gecko.
Well, I suppose I don't have any.
You're from Terra, right? You know those lizard chicken things that y'all have
Yeah.
there? Increase its size to the size of a 4-story building. With tiny arms
But it's
and a
not-
big head.
An intelligent creature, is it?
No, oh god, their brains are like the size of a walnut.
Well then, yes, I'll try it.
Why aren't you allowed to cook it?
Because I will cook all of it.
I'll have some.
Alright, 3 T-Rex tail steaks coming up. Hear this guy whistling in the kitchen.
Figured it might calm him down a little bit if we let him make something he's wanted to make for a long time.
One can only hope, I
Rings.
suppose.
About 10-15 minutes later, he brings out 3 ridiculously large steaks. They're like 64-ounce steaks.
Jeez.
Sets each one in front of each of y'all. And there's like a heap of potatoes next to him on a separate plate. Alright. 3 T-Rex steaks. They kind of look charred, like they were flame broiled. Adds to the flavor.
You'll be able to eat it and also offer it to the pangolin friend because she has no idea what it eats.
Let's see. If I remember correctly, pangolins are bug eaters, so I don't think it would eat this.
Well,
Bugs
what
and
about the
veggies.
potatoes?
It'll eat the potatoes. It eats the potato like when you see the squirrels chewing on like
Yeah.
an acorn or something. That's how it eats the potato.
Could I have some more vegetables?
Sure thing. Got a whole pot of them in there.
Thank you.
I may have made more than I needed.
It's for them. Points to Doris.
Ah, magic squirrel. Those things are very rare.
Yeah, we just met, so I don't know much about them. They're very cute, though.
Are you sure it's a squirrel?
I'm not sure. It's got this like squirrel with armor, like an armadillo as well. But I will love Doris as Doris is.
It chirps and squeaks happily as it chews a potato.
I don't know that pangolin chew, but that's a different. It's fine. They just
I
have this
have
long,
no
slithery
idea.
tongue like anteaters. I don't know what they are.
So, closer to a squirrel
Okay.
than a pangolin.
So,
Just slurps down some potatoes.
I don't like it. So, we don't know where the gatekeeper is. Does he have an office?
It's in the basement.
Okay, I want to finish this, and then if you guys are down, go down.
I don't have a problem with it. It's at least a heading. It's a next step.
Be leery of the doors in the basement. I'm pretty sure he has a mimic security system down there.
Mm. So stab the door first.
If it works, it works.
I would almost applaud the courage of a mimic after smelling a dragon attempting to take a bite.
Mimics aren't very bright.
Good thing you're tasty.
Ignorance beats fear every time.
I love the idea of the whole time they're having this conversation, Sig started eating.
This ginormous
Later.
take.
Later, somewhere in the middle of the conversation, he switched back over to Fritz's body and continued to eat. That's why he's not participating in the conversation, he's just eating. Just enjoying this meat.
However long it takes you to finish these, if you actually finish the steaks. It all depends on your
I think
characters.
Callie does, eventually.
I think noticing
I mean, I would hope
That-
Callie would be able to.
Zug, Fritz, Sig, all change up. Yulby would get the idea to try and invite Jack to try and help eat this as well. Because obviously, Doris cannot eat the meat with me. I've lost my potatoes.
Lost the potatoes. That's a lot of potatoes for this little bitty squirrel.
I don't know, they're magic. They could eat the entire thing. It's been offered.
This is fair. Yeah, you flip the coin, and Jack shows up. Yes, you called.
You want to eat with us?
That's an odd request, but sure. This place looks like a hellhole.
Eh, just a little bit. Magic is missing.
And evidently, when your boss isn't there,
Well,
you
that's
don't have
not
to
good.
attempt to tidy anything at all.
Hey. Wilson said you don't mess with the chef. And I like I the bartender.
She'll just smile at him a little bit.
I think Fritz would give a nod at that and continue to eat.
You all the 4 of you together finish these steaks. Technically 5 of you, because Fritz and Sig are 2 different people, but the same person.
Two different people, same stomach. So I mean,
They're hella full.
oh yeah.
You know, just by anatomy alone, I think the only one that wouldn't be like ridiculously full would be Callie because of
Yeah.
Dragon.
No, I split mine in half.
I mean, 32-ounce steak is still a pretty
Oh,
big
yeah.
steak.
But I mean, Yulby likes to live her life on meat, potatoes, and bread.
That is fair.
Valid. Hey, we finish and we head downstairs.
And you head to the basement, and this is where we will stop for the night.
Dun, dun, dun.
Aw, nuts. Yeah. So, as we were talking about the nice thing about not messing with your food staff, as the original quote goes, "Don't fuck with the wait staff." Give us your thoughts, your stars. 1 star, mean star, 5 stars, best stars, and if your catcher of your choosing allows you to leave a message, please leave us a message to give us I don't know, some movie quotes to play with, maybe some information, pros, cons, etc., etc. You know, do your own thing. This is another week where you can do your own thing. No specific instructions for reviews.
And well, after you're doing that, because some of those review platforms don't actually let you write anything, they only let you do stars, hop on over to Discord and write it there. We'd love to know what you liked, what you didn't like, what we need to change, or whatever silly jokes you would have done instead. Whatever it is, just come over and tell us.
Oh, I have a set of directions. So, what I'd like you to do is, hopefully if you're not driving, pick up your phone, go on maybe like Twitter or Instagram and Facebook, and just search up Fate's Rest, and make sure it's the podcast. I don't think there's anybody else out there just yet, but, you know, you just do a search, and click on it, and if you see our logo, it's blue, and it's got like a D20 sign, just go and hit the follow button, or subscribe, or whatever it is. Just do it. Just click that button. Go.
And lastly, as always, I leave you with the topic of the week. And this week, I want to hear about those times in your campaigns. Or this doesn't even have to be about your campaigns, but it will fit the theme of the episode. I want to hear about those times where you've come across that one person who is just fed up with everything. Life's not going his way. He just does the most ridiculous things ever. His boss is maybe a dick and he doesn't get to express himself properly. I don't know. I want to hear about that person, because those are typically, as someone who used to work customer service, those are typically the funniest stories in my
Kelly just can't
life.
contain her sass, okay? I don't know what to tell you.
Oh,
They told her to indulge more. What do you want?
and I have another side question to give for the topic here.
Oh.
After we heard your cat in the background just constantly interrupting the entire question,
Yeah, sorry.
I want to know some fun moments where your or somebody else's pets have interrupted.
I would
the
also
D&D
like to
game.
hear if anybody's kids interrupt, because some kids say the darndest things.
Yeah. Kids, pets, etc. That'd be good. Yeah.
Old
all the above.
grannies, I don't care.
Right.
Do it.
Yeah. Just some random bystander in either the house, like where they're at, like somebody showed up and like just interrupted it. What was the story there? Something funny would be great. Like the best one is the one I see online all the time. It's like this Curse of Strahd game. Every time the cat jumped on the table, that's when Strahd would show up to mess with the party. So the whole party starts giving the cat treats and a bunch of pets and everything else to keep it from jumping on the table for the whole game. Like something like that is just hilarious.
It's fun.
Let me know if you have any stories like that.
All right. And with that, as always,
We love
we
you.
love you.
Bye.
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 Bye.